Welcome everyone to the Trick or Treat Z-Drift Tournament Finals, presented by the Orion Drift Competitive Server. With me in the boost is my homie, Martini.
What's up, Juice? How you doing? How are we doing today?
Man, I've been waiting a whole week for this one. We had a little bit of problems at the end of last week, but we're here, and we got two teams in the arena. So let's not delay. Let's head to the arena. And we'll see here. And there we go. All right. We got Nova versus Crane Gang. Now, this is a best of 5. This one. I believe the next one is going to be best of 7. But this one is a lower bracket. The winner of this will advance on to face Matthew and Team Vicious. So if you're ready, Martini, I know I'm ready. If people are ready in the chat, I think we'll...
Definitely ready to get this one going, Juice. I love seeing the games develop here in Orion Drift, and of course, Z-Drift being the newest addition to the long line of activities you can do in Orion Drift. It'll be fun to see, you know, how this looks at this competitive level, especially at the high level right now, considering we're about to go into the, losers final now, then the grand finals in just a bit.
All right, they're still getting warmed up here. We're going to get going. Let's do some player intros. Who we got? Coming in for Crane Gang, we got some old faces. We got some new old faces. We got some people that aren't here. So coming in for Crane Gang, we got subbing in. We got the Banana Man himself in that goal. We got KJ Timpa, old Echo name there. And there's Baz up top. And one of the newest players, just fresh off cooldown in VRML. We got Slip hiding somewhere. Over on the Nova side, We got the one and only Rainsy. We got 9Y. We got Mr. Crystal. And where is he? We got my old arch nemesis, Felix 7979. Fun fact, he actually retired me from the game of Echo.
Exciting to see a lot of new, old faces alike. I think that's the cool thing about Z-Drift. It's bringing a lot of those older folks from Echo to see if they can hop back into this. Also, some newer VR esports players, you know, that were playing Driftball, also playing Z-Drift. So I'm curious to see where Z-Drift goes, if it can maybe draw some of the competitive crowd from Driftball, or if Driftball is just going to be the only competitive game for Orion Drift.
Oh man, I'm stoked. I saw some crazy action last week, but that ball's in the middle. Let's get ready here for round number 1. Make sure I don't forget to start the clock, because this isn't like VRML. This is all manual. So here we go, round 1. We got Nova, we got Crane Gang. Trick or Treat tournament is off and rolling. All right, that ball's up top. Baz is looking to pick that up. He throws that back. We got to get these cams situated. There we go. Slip gets it. Slip now looking around for a pass option. He's going to fire it up. He finds KJ. KJ working it on the ceiling. Throws it across over to Slip. Slip slowly working it up. He's now going to pass it up. Oh, it gets bumped up. And 9Y is going to reset back over to Mr. Crystal. Mr. Crystal's going to send that over to Felix. Felix now looking around. He's just going to fling that ahead. And hoping this stack can pick it up. There's Rainsy working it along the wall, and KJ's going to pick that ball up.
Really deep pass coming out there from KJ. First to get the ball in hand is going to be really important here as we see Felix right up on that. But a lot of speed coming in. Beautiful clear going off, trying to keep that pressure out of their side for Napa. Slip going in for the pass over to Baz. Baz takes the shot. No! Goes just a little too wide.
KJ has that ball pop out. Slip's going to have to chase that down. He's looking all around for it. And he's looking back, hoping to see who's coming up. He has a little bit of time here. He's going to throw it back to the shield, over to Banana Man. Banana Man's going to throw it down low to the ground. There's Baz. He throws that up, and Mr. Crystal pokes out of that goal, and he's going to clear that down and look for a stack partner.
Yeah, as we can see, the pressure finally back in Nova's hand. They're getting it on to Crane Gang side. Rainsy coming in. That's a wide open goal, and they're going right in. Not going to take any chances with that. That's going to be a point on the board right there for Nova.
Say those stack partners come up huge. We got 1-0 there coming in for Nova. All right, now they're going to throw that out, trying to hit that pass, outlet pass. KJ has to get it. He's in that speed boost area. He's going to throw that through. 9Y and Rainsy have some good chemistry here, but it's going to go all the way back into their own zone. They're going to have to chase that down from underneath the hook there. And they're going to throw it up, and they're going to try to dribble with it. They're going to catch up to it. Good dribble in there coming in from Nova. Rainsy now fires that over to Felix. Felix going to flip that back. Ooh, unfortunate. It goes right to KJ. KJ coming in from up top, waiting, looking for a teammate. Throws that down. Here comes Banana Man, working that on the ground. He fires that pass up to KJ. What a stop from Mr. Crystal. Ooh, clear that out, but Banana Man's there to grab it.
I mean, talk about beautiful, beautiful goalie tending there, able to keep that one out of the goal for the time being. Pass over to Baz. Baz takes another one there, and that is finally going to be a point on the board for the Crane Gang players, equalizing what was a lead for Nova.
All right, now we got Rainsy with that ball. He's bringing that up. Sorry about the cams here. The gravity is still a little bit off on this one. Rainsy working that up on the nest there. Puts on some moves, but gets tackled up. Banana Man's going to pick that up. He's going to put in some moves, but it gets swatted out. Rainsy has it. Rainsy going to throw it back. Looking for 9Y, but it goes down to the floor. There's Baz. Just going to clear it down, and they're going to look for a stack partner. Mr. Crystal playing that back line. He's going to send that back deep. That stack is going to bounce up and try to race for it. Banana Man comes up. Oh, he gets that cleared off, but it goes right to Rainsy. Rainsy trying to work that in. He works it. He throws it to the backboard and putting that in. Off slip. 9Y. We got a 2-1 Nova lead.
Great lead there coming out from Nova. They've been doing a pretty solid job this game. Crane Gang really struggling to get some of these points in. Minute and a half left on the clock, so there's still a lot of time for them to get something done here. But they got to get their bodies across the arena and maybe get another offensive play going as they're going for the stack race at this point. Going for the ball. Got Rainsy 9Y and we got KJ on the back. They're able to get their hand on the ball. Nova clearing it deep into the Crane Gang side.
They're going to get some stack partners here. We're going to race for it, but picking that up is KJ. Beating everyone, working it on the ceiling, throws that ball down. He's going to hit Baz. Perfect pass. Baz now fires that across and really spreading it out here. Crane Gang working that down. Banana Man now waiting. Going to go up top. And you hear that little kitty floating around. It goes back over to KJ. KJ now working it in and coming up on the shield here. He's going to wait. Now he throws it down to the ground, looking for Baz. Baz working on the carpet. He comes up. He fires it over to Slip, and Slip with the one-time pass. One-timer. Crane Gang ties it up at 1.
I mean, beautiful blow for blow at this point. 15 seconds on the clock. We got the equalizer between Nova and Crane Gang. They're going to be wanting to fight this one out. Rainsy trying to get KJ, but KJ able to keep that pressure on for the time of being as Nova really struggling to get it moving down, but they are able to pass those defenders just barely as Slip again goes for that clear.
And that's going to do it for round number 1. Oh, no, we're in overtime. My bad. My bad. We're coming up. Baz has it. Now we're going to see a fight for it to get that first round, get that notch on their belt. Banana Man tries to slap it, but it goes back. It's going the other way, and it's going to bounce down. It's drifting back. We got Mr. Crystal hanging back in that goal, letting no free goals. That stack comes in, but Mr. Crystal gets it. No, Baz bringing it back. He's up on the nest. He's waving it around. It's going to throw back. This bounces off the shield over to Rainsy. Rainsy now waiting. And it's going to go up, and Rainsy looking around for a pass. And he finds and beats it over to Felix. Felix fires it down. Oh, man, these camps are brutal tonight. And there's Felix. He has it. He's up top. He throws it, and Slip intercepts it. Slip's going to look to get rid of it. He throws that wide up to that top shelf. And Felix is going to gather that ball up. He throws that back across the other side. They're playing a little hard to get right now. Reigns is going to lob that up, looking for 9Y. He hits him. 9Y coming in from the ceiling. He's all alone with KJ. He's coming in. He passes it over to Rainsy. Rainsy gets tackled out. Good hustle back there from Slip.
I mean, so close to working out there for Nova. I don't know if you noticed this beautiful succession of passes, almost getting them in, but not quite enough. As KJ moving down the arena with their own speed right now. Banana Man on the back covering. It looks like if they can really get close, it's going to allow them this 1v1 for Crane Gang, and it looks like it's going to be happening. KJ takes a shot. That's me another point on the board for Crane Gang, and I believe the first round for them.
Going coast to coast. Crane Gang takes round number 1. We're going to get reset here. Sorry about the frames there, Baron. Hopefully we get that situated here. Not showing anything, any frames dropped on my side. But we stopped the multi-stream because I don't think it was working, so hopefully that works. But we're going to put 5 minutes on the clock. We got 90 seconds. That was a good battle. I feel that they were just feeling each other out. I know it's been a week since they had to play competitively, but good stacks coming in on both sides.
Yeah, definitely a little slower towards the beginning of the round, but as we saw, it started picking up a lot more towards the end. I mean, what, 4, 5 total goals between both of these teams, and they were just going blow for blow at one point. But obviously, Nova doing a pretty good job there. Absolutely. Or actually, wait, Crane Gang. Crane Gang in the end.
In the end. But we'll see. We'll see. These Nova players, they fought hard. I forgot who they played against last week, but they took it to the 5 rounds, and they had a wicked comeback. They've been known to do that. Didn't they do that also at LAN?
Yeah, Nova's honestly a pretty solid team all around. I know I've talked to a couple of the players on there several times over, so I expect to see them not take this one as sitting down. I mean, we saw it already there. It came down in overtime. And I don't know what happened. Somehow the Crane Gang player able to get all the way across the arena with very little problems. So I think maybe someone was holding back one of their stacks.
We'll see. That's my favorite. I love the stack breakers. All right, let's get ready for round number 2, Martini. 5 minutes on the clock. Round 2. Here we go. That ball is launched up. And picking that up is going to be Slip. He's trying to work that in. He throws that to the ground. It's going to go across. Baz is looking to pick it up. And where to go? There it is. Felix has it. He throws it over to 9Y. 9Y going to look to gather up. Baz just steals it from his hand. Not sure quite what's going on here. A little miscommunicado. It's going to bounce down. Slip just missed that. KJ can't pick it up. That ball is bouncing all around. And Baz swats around up on that shoulder. He's looking for an entry. He's coming in. Put on the move. Flips it up a little high. Looking for Slip, and that's going to go wide.
I saw the vision, you know, Juice. I saw the vision that they're trying to go in for that pass, go for a beautiful shot off of that. Unfortunately, it just slipped right past their fingers, and it didn't quite work out in the way that they wanted. I've been noticing that the last minute here is just a little bit of miscommunication in terms of these passes, just going a little too wide of some of their players. But they are trying their best. Also, this is, I think, literally the first or second week of Z-Drift, so people are still also adjusting to the physics differences versus something like Drift Ball, where they've had a lot of time to get used to it.
That ball is going to slip past Banana Man, and we're going to have a race for it on that shelf. 9Y is going to pick it up, has the most speed. He's looking around. He has an open goal. It could go all the way and does. Boom. Like that. 1-0. Nova leads.
Yeah, beautiful finishing there. I feel like sometimes you got to be safe. Don't take the long shot. If you have the speed, you're in front of everyone, just take it in, walk it in. You can't go wrong with a confirmed goal.
Oh, apologize, chat. Not sure what the dealio is. Maybe after this one we'll stop and we'll do a restart and see. Hopefully that fixes it. Don't normally have these problems. But that ball's going to go across over to Baz. Baz comes, he shoots. And he's going to miss. Oh, maybe off the back bounce, and Baz knows those angles. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. Crane Gang's going to tie it up.
I mean, credit to that. I'm not sure if they intended that shot there, Juice, but as you're right, sometimes it's okay to be lucky, and that's okay.
We have a little chicken jockey action here. Rainsy has that ball with a bunch of speed. He's going up top. He has Felix drifting off in front, but he's going to take it. He's going to take it all the way. And Rainsy makes it 2-1 Nova.
Beautiful shots coming out there by Nova. I'm not sure what's going on with the defense. Looking a little rough right now with Crane Gang trying to figure out how to respond already. Got KJ and Banana Man slowly coming down the arena, waiting to see what that stack is going to be doing as they try to approach him and break this play.
They're trying to be sneaky, and they throw it across up to Slip. Slip's just going to pass it across over. Felix is there, reads it. He's going to chuck it down. That ball's going to go, and it's going to bounce off that shield. You got to throw it harder than that if you want to make it through that shield. Now Slip on that floor. He's working that ball up, and he's going to throw it in that underneath trench area. And there's Banana Man to pick it up. He's carving out around and working it up on the floor. Has KJ with him, running distraction. Banana Man, ooh, almost got sideswiped. He throws it over to KJ. KJ slowly working it up. He fires it, and 9Y's there. Reigns gets hand. KJ steals it back. Working it in front, coming in from the nest. Slip throws it to Baz. Baz comes in, but it gets knocked out of his hand.
They're right there, Juice. Crane Gang is so close to just making it work out, but this defensive play that's been going on from Nova is doing so good against them as we see some stack breaking back here as everyone is just in a all-out race to get their hand on the ball. Does go right in the hands of Rainsy as they try to get around KJ, though, going in for the interception, and Slip following that one up to keep it at least in possession right now for Crane Gang.
Oh, we got Nova as him coming in. Nova is him. It goes over to 9Y. 9Y is going to look back for a stack partner. Can't quite get to it. Baz gets to it first. He's just going to rifle it down. They call him Rocket Arm Baz. KJ now fires that over to Slip. Slip looking around, looking for a pass. Doesn't see anybody. Waving it around like he just doesn't care. And then Raisy comes in and punches him in the face. Now Banana Man comes, he's putting on those moves, he throws it down low. Slip coming in from the basement, but he loses it. Banana Man stuffs it, puts it in the goal. We got a 2-2. We got 30 seconds to go.
Right on the clock there for Crane Gang. They'll be happy about that one, but we can already be seeing this rollout here from the Nova players. Rainsy coming in with a lot of speed, trying to keep their distance from Baz and KJ, really keep that possession in their hand for the time being. Slip, though, able to read that, goes for the interception, goes for a deep pass over to Baz, and Baz takes that long, deep clear and sees where that is going to end up for them.
That ball is coming in awfully slow. It's going to bounce up, and KJ's going to be there. KJ's going to put it in. And just like that, Green Gang goes up 2 rounds to none.
Oh man, I mean, I thought it was going to go the way of Nova. We saw some really good plays. They had the lead for a hot minute there, but somehow Crane Gang always able to really make things work out for them towards the end of the round. Very similar to what we saw last round, where they had a lot more momentum, I think, in the later part of the round.
Yeah, you betcha, Baron. This is best of 5 for this lower bracket. Winner of this one will have to face Vicious, who's waiting in those wings, licking their chops. We'll see what happens here in round number 3. Nova needs to turn it up a little bit. They can't afford to lose another round, or that's going to be GG's.
Yeah, already down 2 points. They do have a good amount of time, though, in between each round. Maybe really take that time to decompress and talk with their team, figure out some different strategies. Because, again, it's not like they're not doing a good job. They have had several times where they've been in the lead. It's just towards the end of the round, again, things just work out a little bit better for the Crane Gang players. I think it's just, they got to be careful with some of their offensive pressure here.
All right, looks like we got 21 seconds to go before that ball is going to go back to the middle. Both teams staying loose. Don't want to pull a hammy. Not before the finals. No, sir. All right, we hear that countdown. Ball's about to head here. Let's get ready. And bam, here it comes. I love that. Every time. Right to the middle. All right, Martini, I'll let you take this one away. Here comes round number 3. Nova, great game.
As we come into this potential final round for Nova, they got to win this one out and hope for the best as that ball goes free, goes right into the hands of Slip, somehow getting their hand right behind the ball, already going in for the deep pass to Baz. Baz takes the long shot. That's going to be right in there. Already a point on the board. We're 10 seconds into the round. Crane Gang already off to some great pressure.
Sheesh, you can't leave Baz unattended because he does bad things. Now we got Rainsy working that ball in the underground. He's going to hit that reverse flush, bring that out. He's now up top. Ooh, makes one miss. He looks around. Now he fires that pass across, looking for 9Y. 9Y. Ooh, bobble that pass. It's going to go wide, and there's Big Bad Baz. He throws that, bounces it up to Slip. Slip playing that ceiling very well. Now he's slowly working it up, looking for a pass option, wait for the stacks to come in. He's going to throw that down. Ooh, just misses. I think that was KJ. KJ's going to have to track it down. Felix comes up with it. Felix trying to get away, fires that across. Good pass in here. And Rainsy fires it over to 9Y. 9Y flips it back. Oh, Nova had some speed, but Slip comes in and gives him a big old smack. Slip's going to send that down. That ball's coming in, does it? No, it just hit Papana, misses. Man, oh man, Bass is there all alone, and Bass for the cleanup puts it in. 2-0, Green Gang.
Oh my circuit, what a goal.
Juice, I'm not going to lie. I thought I was about to see one of my personal longest shots I've seen in the Z-Drift arena. It's somehow almost threading the needle, but not quite enough, as we're already missing a quick response here by Nova.
Yeah, I was hoping too. Now we got Rainsy. He's bringing that. He's going to fire that pass across. It's going to be missed. There's Baz. Just going to take it. He's going to throw that down, looking for one of those crazy angle bounce shots that he's known for. He throws that. It's going to bounce in the thing. Now they're going to have to look for a stack to go pick that up. Rainsy hustles back, gets rid of it just in time. And now it's down underneath that hook. And trying to pick it up, and Adaman's there. Felix comes up with it. He's going to reset that pass. He gets that over to Rainsy. Rainsy fires it, flips it right to 9Y. 9Y now looking to spring Nova. Will it get to him? No. Slip gets there, and Felix has to slap it. Out of desperation, it goes down in that boost area. Coming through. Ooh, Baz gets rid of it just in time. He gets it down to Banana Man. Banana Man looking for a pass option. He's down low. He fires that across. Over to Slip. Slip coming in. Slip with the moves, and Slip puts it in. Green Gang up. 3-0.
I'm getting worried, Juice. I mean, Nova has not been getting dunked on this hard the whole game, and yet here we are, final round 3. This is going to be the winner of the series, potentially, if Crane Gang keeps pressure up. But 3-0, but they still have 2 minutes left on the clock. It's looking rough.
We got Rainsy. He likes to charge it down the field after getting scored on. He's going to get stopped there. 9Y had it, but Baz gives him a shot in the base there. Knocks that ball out. Slip now coming in. He's going to throw that ball. It's going to go over to KJ. KJ looking for a stack partner, looking for someone to stop. Baz is up. He shoots all the way down. That one's going to hit upon a miss, but they're going to race back. The old strategy of the old dump and chase is coming into play here. Now Rainsy and 9Y get a little bit of a dribble, and they're going to get knocked off. It's going to bounce up top. We got Banana Man playing it back, holding down that back line. And Nova picks that ball up. Nova's coming in. Banana Man's back. Oh, Slip takes it out. Nova takes it right back. And it goes up top. Nova getting creative with those self passes. Throws it back. Ooh, 9Y gets checked by Bass. Takes a couple of hand checks for his trouble. Rainsy on the ceiling. Working away, trying to get away. Now fires it up. And it's going to be intercepted by the stack. And they're going to be off to the races.
Off to the races indeed. Slip getting the ball in hand. No pressure right now from Nova. They might be able to take this one all the way in, and they do. It goes just a little bit past the goal, but Slip able to secure that goal for them, and that's another point on the board. 4-0. You know, this is the moment where we talk about mathematical time. Do they have any more time to really come back at this point? I am inclined to say no.
Oh, I forgot to start the clock on this round 3. My bad. We'll have a look at it. Not sure how much time's left. Sounds like the time is ticking. We got 4-0 on the clock, though. This round looking like it's going to go to Crane Gang. Now we got Rainsy. He fires it ahead. He fires it over to 9Y. 9Y, they're trying to get something on the board. We got 25 seconds to go in this round. Banana Man, he just heaves it down, trying to get it out of the zone. It will not. It will go to Rainsy. Rainsy just fires that ball across. And it's going to be down there for 9Y. 9Y over to Nova. Nova gets checked off. Now Rainsy fires it up. KJ intercepts. KJ just going to get rid of it, and I think that might ice the match. Yes, sir! Congratulations goes to Crane Gang. They take it in 3 straight rounds. The final round being 4-0.
Yeah, I mean, talk about definitive win there coming out from Crane Gang, 3-0, and especially on the final round there. I think I did notice someone did say they might have lost a player, but nonetheless, they still won the first 2 rounds pretty solidly against the Nova players.
R.I.P. Felix. R.I.P. my friend. But Crane Gang is going to advance on, and they're going to play vicious. But Nova, they fought hard this whole tournament. They battled it. You know, the ups and downs in the competitive scene. It looks like Vicious is already here. We're going to take a short break. We're going to go to that intro scene. So don't go anywhere. Grab some popcorn. Grab something to drink. I recommend a Slurpee. Largest size possible. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. right, welcome back, everyone. I told you it wasn't going to be too long. We have the grande finales for the Trick or Treat Sea Drift Tournament, brought to you by the Orion Drift competitive server. With me again is my homie, Martini.
Yeah, Juice. I mean, that was a great matchup watching Nova and Crane Gang in the last one, but I mean, pretty definitive win by Crane Gang there. So they're coming in with some really good momentum right now against Vicious. So I'm curious to see how Vicious is going to play coming in cold. Maybe they'll be just as good as them. Maybe they might need to warm up for a round or two. But if I recall correctly, it might be a couple more rounds than the previous game.
Okay, we got the same team coming in for the Crane Gang. We got Baz, we got KJ, we got Slip, and we got the Banana Man coming in for Vicious. We have Sweet Tooth, we got Matthew, we got James, and where's the other one? Where is he? Where is he? Are we waiting on one more?
Two.
Where'd it go? I thought I seen the 4.
3. I don't see a 4 pink. Am I crazy?
No, unless he's hiding. Maybe hiding in the trenches. Nope. Don't see anyone.
No,
out
I'm
here.
looking.
Maybe they are. Maybe they're just gonna roll 3v4 in the finals. That's kind of crazy.
They're not good. You know, they
change
are a
names.
team that has only trained with 3 people.
And we got the Cypher Omen in the chat. Appreciate you, homie. Always supportive. Let's go. Vicious. And
I do see Mozzie in the lobby. I think they're coming.
Oh yeah, Mozzie, that's right. He probably just had to restart his headset. That's right, Mozzie is on this Vicious team. Let's head to the gameplay scene. Okay, here we go. Waiting on Mozzie. Fashionably late. Probably just had to restart. You don't want any hiccups when you're playing in the grand finales. You want to make sure that headset's charged. You know, it's not already dripping sweat, because that would just make it weird. And that we're gonna be starting here maybe any minute. Starting off with some dingers over there. Looks like Mozzie gets back here soon. We'll get this cam in the middle. Maybe they'll tell Mozzie, hurry his booty up. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Mozzie is the 4th. I believe Mozzie was playing with Vicious in the...
Gather around the ball.
All right, they're putting it in. Maybe Mozzie has shown up. Maybe he's coming. But here we go. Round number 1. Best of 7 for this grand finale. Crane Gang. Vicious. Round number 1. Here we go. Boom! And the ball is launched up. Sweet Tooth. He's going to look and pick that up. Going to throw that. Slips there with the interception. Gets taken out by Matthew. Matthew already causing a ruckus. He's going to throw that down. Round. One. And Slip has that. Slip now on the wall. Waits. Not really being pressured. Now throws it over to KJ. KJ gets away from James. He's going to throw that down to Banana Man. They're going to do a good job of slow rolling it up the field. Banana Man has it in, backs down. He now flips it up, and it goes through. And KJ picks it up. KJ with that speed boost. He comes. He bounces off the peak. He fires it down. Looking for Baz. Baz coming in. And Baz will make it 1-0. Like that.
That was
Boom.
amazing.
That Crane Gang.
Yeah, again, we saw this last game with Crane Gang. They're really good at pulling out that defense and basically having a wide open goal for themselves. And we've seen that time and time again, you know, when they're playing against Nova. Maybe we'll see the same thing here with Vicious, because Vicious looking a little rough. As I say that, they're coming in hot. Sweet Tooth can't quite get the ball past that player, though. Crane Gang doing a great job of defending for the time being, as, again, this pressure is already on Vicious's backs.
There's Mozzie, but he loses it down low. KJ working that ball up. He's going to throw that between the gap, and it's going to go deep, deep into Vicious zone. Picking that up is Slip, but Matthew knocks him off. Matthew just going to clear that down, and Sweet Tooth is lurking, but it gets by everyone, and it's going to go all the way down. Now we're going to have a stack race for it. Who can get that stack quicker? And it looks like Baz is going to get there first. Baz has that ball, and he throws that. Hits Banana Man. Banana Man working it up on the wall, putting on those jukes and throws it down low. Hits KJ. KJ now fires it, bounces it off the Orion onion ring. And it's going to go up top. Now he's going to work it around and jukes down. Oh, loses it. It's up for grabs. Mozzie's there. Mozzie gets Matty U on his back, and they're going to go off to the races. And it goes to the corner. Matthew now, bobbles that ball a little bit. KJ putting on the pressure. Matthew fires that pass across over to James. James to Mozzie, but that's a great save from Banana Man.
I mean, talk about beautiful, again, goaltending coming out there from the Crane Gang players. We've seen them block not one, but 2 different goal opportunities at this point. As Sweet Tooth trying to get that set up for their team. Doesn't quite work out. Mozzie, though, able to keep the ball in hand. It goes back to Matthew, but no, the defense gets bred again. And they've just been struggling to keep this pressure on. Vicious not looking so vicious right now.
And Slip's just going to chuck that down into Vicious zone. It's going to bounce out and come back. It's up top. Who's going to pick that up? And Baz is going to beat everyone to it. Oh, takes a faceful from Matthew. Now Sweet Tooth, he's just going to launch that over to Mozzie. Mozzie flips that ahead, and they're going to look for a stack. Go pick that up. Banana Man's lurking in the background. Playing that back line like a boss. Matty U comes in fast, but that ball goes right over to KJ. KJ throws it down to Baz. Baz takes it from the floor. He's coming up underneath, and he flips that up top, looking for Slip. Mozzie's there trying to defend him. Slip, though, picks him up, throws it down low. Oh, just misses Baz, and Sweet Tooth able to clear that.
Not quite a great clear there as it gets back into their hands. Never mind. Looks like Vicious able to send that one deep in to the other side of the arena. Now Matthew able to keep that pressure up right now. They have the distance, and they're going to take the shot, and that's going to be a point on the board there for Vicious.
Sorry, chat. My clock's off again. Got so used to using the VRML's automatic one. KJ, though, has some speed. We got a tie game. He's working that up. He's just going to flip that ahead. Mozzie pops out a goal, flips that over to Matty U. Matty U fires that ahead, and it's going to go all the way back. Baz is lurking in the area. He's going to get to that ball first. He has that ball, working it up on that shelf. He fires that across, looking, but it's intercepted by James. James fires it down, and it's going to bounce off that back wall and go right to Baz. Baz has to hurry, gets away. Oh, goes right to Mozzie. Mozzie flips it back over to Matthew. Matthew coming in. Sweet Tooth is there, but his momentum carries it. He's just going to bounce up now, and Baz is going to look to get rid of it.
I mean, look at the fighting here. Possession. KJ, they're taking it deep in onto the other side at this point. No unfavorable bounce there with the donut. As Matthew looking down, trying to keep that pressure up for their offense. And it goes over to Sweet Tooth. Never mind Mozzie. But the follow up there as they come in hot off the speed. But Nanimate can't defend it, unfortunately. That's going to be giving them the first lead they've had this series.
That's 2-1 for Vicious. Green Gang going to look to answer quick here. Slip has it, but that's going to do it. Not enough time. And that round goes to Vicious by a score 2-1.
I mean, talk about last second winning there. They were for a good while in that round losing to Crane Gang, but able to just slowly inch towards their win with the 2 goals there.
Yes, sir. Okay. Vicious just doing enough to get it in the end, but Crane Gang, we'll see. That ball, is it already back in the middle? Are they getting ready already? Maybe. Let's get ready with round number 2. That's weird. I've never seen that before. We're supposed to have another thing. Oh no, we got 50 seconds left. It's on that clock. It's on that clock. I don't know. Hey, Decipher, what are you excited for Z-Drift? You guys got a team, those trash pandas? Are we gonna see you guys in the Z-Drift arena? Are you guys sticking with Drift Ball? This will be interesting to see how this game progresses. I know I'm stoked for it. What about you, Mark?
Yeah, I've seen some teams that were like Drift Ball, and they're like, you know what? Now that Z-Drift's here, I'm just gonna drop Drift Ball and just kind of do Z-Drift only. So I'm excited to see what the transition is for people that decide to migrate. If the same amount of teams will stay, or if a couple of teams will go. Because I do think everyone has to acknowledge it is still very much in its early beta. Like, this is still definitely functioning, but obviously not too much polish as some people would hope for.
All right, now the ball's back in the middle. Now we're for real getting ready. All right, round 2. Round 1 went to Vicious. They took it in a tight one. Let's see what happens here in round number 2. I'm gonna make sure I start the clock on time this time. And boom, we're off and rolling. And picking that ball up is gonna be Mozzie. Just swats it ahead. And it's gonna come all the way back into Crane Gang zone. It's gonna bounce off that back wall. Banana Man picks it up, throws that pass across. And he's looking, where is it? And KJ now fires it over to Slip. Slip, loses that down low. It's going to bounce up. Baz there to grab it. He puts on some news, barely gets away. Where is he? Now he fires it up. And it's going to be picked up there by Matthew.
Mozzie sending it deep over to Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth coming in with the follow-up. Takes the final shot there. And a very anticlimactic shot. But we'll be happy about that 1-0 lead that they currently have.
Vicious goes up 1-0 in this best of 7. Let's see what Crane Gang can get going. We got a little stack party here. They're looking to dribble. KJ has a bunch of speed. Oh, and loose it. Matthew comes in and gets a fist on it. They're going to go the other way. Now they're going to stack forward. Here they come. That ball's coming. James and Matthew on the run. James is going to get it off that back wall. Going to look to work it down. Banana Man reads that. Gets that poked out of the danger zone. Baz is there. Baz with the no look just puts it back. Perfect pass to Slip without even looking. And now they reset back to KJ.
That's over to Baz. Baz looking for another opportunity. Goes across the arena. Slip there with the follow-up and another pass back. I mean, Crane Gang, the succession of passes here is just insane to watch. This Banana Man trying to juke around. Sweet Tooth can't quite do it, though, as the interception, the tackling comes in perfectly for them. And now, again, another all-out race to get their hand on that ball.
And Banana Man gets that smacked around the corner. James is there to center it. It's going to go across. Slip's there, though. He feeds Baz. Ooh, just out of his reach. Baz going to get it on the bounce. Baz now fires that ahead. Over to KJ. KJ picks that up. KJ working it up, but Matthew comes in. And bounces down into the sewers. And now Mozzie comes up. Mozzie just going to get rid of it. Throws it off the Super Mario pipe. It sneaks out. It goes off the peak. Baz gets back. It just clears it to get rid of it. It bounces down. Slip has a ton of speed there. Slip now sends that ball streaking down to the other side. Here it comes. Will it? Will it? Will it? Off the wall? No, it bounced just wide. And KJ's there to clean it up. We got a tie game, 1-1.
Yeah, going blow for blow at this point. Looking great right now for both teams. And we'll see what's going on. We did see great pressure there from the Vicious players. I wouldn't be shocked if we saw a little bit more pressure going on here. Again, this is the best of 7 series, so they got to get to 4 wins in order to win out the whole series outright. A Slip really trying to keep that pressure up. KJ, though, trying to get their hand behind it, and now everyone, again, is all out racing. Just get their hand on the ball. No, it goes right past them.
James is there to scoop that ball up, thanking his lucky stars. He gets that over to Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth's going to get that fired up, and they're going to look for a stack. And they're heading down. That ball's going to bounce all the way off the back wall. It's going to bounce off the ding ring. Sweet Tooth has it up top. Going to put on those backboard moves. Ball pops out. Banana Man picks it up and just flicks it out. James is there. Ooh, just fingertips away. And Slip is lurking up ahead. Ooh, gets taken out there by a bunch of pigs. And he gets that ball off over to Baz. Baz has it. Flips it ahead to Banana Man. Banana Man leaves it, looking for that long shot off the back, and he gets another one. Baz with the crazy bounces. Oh my goodness.
You know, I was waiting for one of these to get in. I think that was the second, third, fourth try. We saw so many attempts to get some really good long-range bounce shots in there, and finally that one went in. There's Matthew trying to keep that pressure off of them for the time being. Goes for the clear, as it does keep it out of their defensive side for the time being.
And KJ has that ball, working it on the carpet, going to throw that ball down. It's going to bounce off the ramp, and picking it up is Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth has a little bit of speed here, working that ball up. We got Slip back there. Sweet Tooth, though, coming in hot, working that, has the numbers. 3-on-1, Sweet Tooth there, and Matthew takes out Slip just for added insurance. Vicious ties it up at 2.
I'm not sure if we quite saw that, Juice. I think they kind of stiff-armed them and was able to finish that shot off of their own tackle there.
Yeah, I love that. You can tackle the goalie almost right out of the arena. Players after my own heart. Now we got that ball up top. Where is it? They're working it around. All kinds of places. That Banana Man. Banana Man now throws that ahead. Intercepted by Mozzie. Mozzie fires it. Banana Man gets it right back. Fires it to Baz. Baz looking for one of his long bounce shots. It's coming in. Will it? No, this one doesn't. It goes across, Slips there to clean it up. 3-2. Crane Gang leads, and they're going to take this round.
Oh man, talk about winning by the chin of your, what is it? What is that? Hair of your chin? Something like that.
Squeaking it out.
I know, barely making that one in. Last second shot, but you gotta love those when they go in. But I mean, this is good. I'm happy we got a game now. I don't want to just see a straight, 4-0 win there from either team. So I love to see them fight for it at this point.
Oh no, these players, if they haven't read the script, it's supposed to go all 7 rounds. We're here till the bitter end. Nah, just kidding. There's no script. I didn't write no script, but I'm hoping. I'm hoping for you. I'm hoping for me. I'm hoping for these players, because this is what legends are made of. We're still getting ready though for round 3. There's a lot of dumping and chasing going on. That seems to be the strat, and who can get the stacks, even though your stacks aren't as fast as an Echo. Still, quicker ones to get to that stack, get up to that max speed, seem to be the ones that come out on top. Unless you have Baz, and then you just rely off those bank shots. Unbelievable. 2 of them.
Yeah, I mean, so much, I think, skillfulness being showcased today, being able to read those bounces and what angle to take those exact shots at. So many of them were so close. Unfortunately, not all of them went in, but honestly, a good amount did.
We got some hype in the chat for James. I'm also a huge fan. Let's see. Maybe he can get some star power, help Vicious take this round number 3. We're tied at 1. That ball back in the middle. Here we go. Who you guys got? Vicious. Crane Gang. Round 3. On your way.
All getting ready to come out here as we come now into round 3 already. Slip barely just missing it, but KJ trying to keep the ball pressure up for the time being as Mozzie comes in with some beautiful speed. It's a 1-on-0. I doubt they can't make it. And already Vicious coming in hot off of the rollout there.
That's going to be 1-0. Vicious coming out viciously. All right. Oh, we got Eo in the chat, my goat. All right, now Banana Man working that ball up. He now putting on those ball moves, juking around, now flips it ahead. Ooh, gets picked off 5. Matty U. Matthew now fires that, bounces it off the ceiling. He's going to go. Slip's able to get to it first. Slip now fires it through. He's going to use that little boost tube. Get a little bit of boost. Goes a little self pass. Now fires it down. He's going to go deep into Vicious zone. We got Baz lurking. Baz coming in from the sky. He waits. He fires it down looking for KJ. KJ just going to hip miss that pass. Baz gets it back. Loses it to Matthew. Now we're going to have a stack race. They're all getting set up. Here we go. Matthew and Sweet Tooth. They're looking back. They're at max speed. That ball coming all the way back. It bounces off the wall. Oh, and it almost trickles in. Sweet Tooth beats everyone. And Sweet Tooth just taps it off. 2-0 Vicious leads.
I mean, Vicious, this momentum is looking amazing for them this round. I don't know what happened between a now and a break, but they have just been doing a great job. It's almost like a light switch just went off.
All right, now here we go. Trying to set something up. We got the Banana Man and the KJ. Team Chaos throwing it up over to Baz. Baz on that wing. He fires it up. And we got James and Sweet Tooth back. To avoid any miscommunicados. Fires it over to Mozzie. Mozzie now just flips that ahead. He's going to bounce towards the shelf. KJ going to hook up with that stack, and they're going to hustle back. Banana Man picks that up. He turns. Oh, gets checked off. That ball pops up loose, and it's bouncing off the carpet. Baz is there. Baz flips it back. James picks it up. Here comes James. He fires that pass across. It's going to bounce off the wall. Sweet Tooth is there. Sweet Tooth now keeps advancing it up, fires it, and KJ comes in with the swipe. He's gonna send it. He's hooks up with Baz. KJ gets knocked off, and he's slow floating. He's coming in, and Matthew and Sweet Tooth, first one's there. Matthew grabs it, turns, fires it back the other way.
So close to really keeping that pressure up right now for them is Crane Gang, though, now on their own defensive path against Vicious. And again, Vicious has just been really hammering them with these shots as another one goes in for the board there. Look at that. Vicious already up now 3-0. This might be Vicious's round.
James snuck in behind that defense. Next thing you know, fireworks were going off. Now we got Banana Man and KJ hitting that dribble. KJ with some speed. KJ working it down on the ground. Oh, loose it. Matthew came out of nowhere. He's going to pick that up. He's going to fire it down. He's looking. That ball is coming in. Will it? No. Will he get the bounce of his own? Ah, the ding ring, man. Oh, man. Banana Man's there to scoop it up and chuck it out.
Going right back in his hands of Slip as they look to move it down the arena very slowly. As Slip just going past, goes all the way to Baz. Is it going to connect? It does. Baz now looking for that final long shot, and that's going to... No, that is going in. That's going to be a point on the board there for Crane Gang.
Laser arm didn't need the bounce for that one. He put that one square in the goal. Now we got Matthew and Sweet Tooth. We got a minute 15. They're up by 2 goals. If they want, they could just play around with it. Sweet Tooth, though, choosing choosing to advance it. Comes up through the little slit, fires it up, hits that self pass. Off the wing now, coming in from up top. Sweet Tooth comes down, gets around, goes all the way. James takes out that goalie. 4-1. Vicious leads.
Yeah, they were definitely not ready for that one, Juice. Vicious now 4-1, and this is again when we talk about mathematical time. 50 seconds on the clock, 4-1. Somehow they got to score 3 points to at least get that overtime, but I'm not sure if it's gonna be quite possible here.
Matthew picks that up, and he's going to rifle that across over to James. James going to fire it at the goal. He's going to hit upon a miss, and it's going to bounce back. And picking that up is Banana Man. Now, Banana Man fires it over to Slip. Slip has it. He's looking around. He's waiting. Good patience there. Oh, no. Matthew steals it. Matthew shoots. It's going to be a little bit low.
Final 15
They're going to let
seconds.
you chase after it. Ball's coming back. Sweet Tooth's there, and Sweet Tooth, big old ding ring. Best goalie NA is still
10
that old
seconds
ding
for
ring.
immortality.
And Slip now. He's just going to try to clear that out, and it's going to go all the way down. It looks like this round is going to go to Vicious, and they're going to go up 2 rounds to 1.
I mean, yeah, 4-1. That's been looking really good right now for Vicious. Not quite sure what's happening right now with Crane Gang. They had, again, some great momentum in that previous round, but obviously Vicious doing a lot better than they had expected. And obviously with 4-1, it's so definitive of a round for Vicious. I'm getting a little scared. Maybe this pressure's going to keep going. Because Crane Gang, they did get that 1 round, but now Vicious coming in with 2 themselves.
Yeah, and as T-Led, shout out T-Led in the chat. Thanks for all your hard work. As she mentioned in the chat, the reason why we chose the best of 7 is because there's no bracket reset. So we wanted to make sure at the end of this one, we had a definitive crown champion here. Z-Drift opening tournament. It's only going to get better, folks. Just you wait. Just you wait.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what ends up happening for Crane Gang. Again, they're not going to let this one go unresponded to. But I got to say, Vicious, they're on fire right now.
Yeah, well, Vicious is doing vicious things. They especially Matthew. He's only used to being a champion, really. I don't think he knows anything else other than being awesome. So it's awesome to see that his skills can transfer over, and he just has a way of getting those teams. I know Sweet Tooth has been a long time homie, so good to see that connection going. But here we go. That ball is about to head back to the middle. It's already in the middle, but now it's for real in the middle. Round number 4 coming your way. I'll let you take this one away so I don't forget to start the clock.
As we come now into round 4, and again, these are gonna be some long rounds, best of 7 series. Both teams really want to fight this one until they get 4 rounds in the pocket. Going live already, as able to get into the hands of Baz. Now going for that deep cross, deep pass, already into the Vicious half.
Slip's gonna send that. That bounces high, but he gets the bank. Learned that one from Baz. I'm telling you what, Crane Gang goes up 1-0.
I mean, you can't get any better than that. Beautiful shots coming out there from the Crane Gang players. Dare I say, it might be the one thing that's really saving them right now against Vicious.
Mozzie has that ball. He's waving it around, doing a little ha-cha-cha. Now he opts to throw it down, and it's going to bounce off the ground. Creative pass up in the arena. Tried to get it to Sweet Tooth, but there was some distractions there. Little hand checking going on. I love it. They spring, trying to find Baz. They do. Baz is going to fire it down. Got to throw it harder than that, homie, to get it through the shield. Slip throws it. Slip is going to miss. It's going to bounce back right to Banana Man. Banana Man off the dig ring. Banana Man trying for redemption, and he'll get it. Go! Crane Gang up 2-0.
Here we are. I mean, check out Crane Gang having their own momentum come back at this point. I really don't know who's going to win out around at this point, as both teams are really fighting this one out in order to be crowned grand champion today. Sweet Tooth really sneaking around the other ones. Matthew just missing the pass there, as the rest of the team really trying to follow up on this.
We got James with it. He flips it over to Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth back to James. James coming in. He shoots, and it goes through Banana Man's hands. He's angry about it. There we go. Vicious on the board. They cut that lead to just 1.
2-1 right now for the Crane Gang players is that they're now going to be responding to Vicious's previous goal. And as KJ coming in here fast already in the half of the arena trying to figure out where do they send this ball. But James is coming in to really force this offensive pressure right now.
KJ controlling that ball, trying to get that clock in their favor. Baz now fires it up all the way down over to Slip. Slip just one taps in over to KJ. KJ bringing that down to the ground. Going to go to work from the basement. He fires it up, and it just hit the pot of misses. That was close. James, though, has it, and he's going to clear that up over to Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth hits Matthew. Matthew now just going to launch it, and it's going to go all the way down. Gets right to Banana Man, who flips it back in. Sweet Tooth there. Oh, no. Sweet Tooth misses it, and it's lurking dangerously deep. We got two on the run. Slip turns and fires and makes them pay. 3-1. Crane Gang.
You know, at this point, it almost feels like each team just gets to claim which round is theirs, and it looks like this round might be going the way of Crane Gang as they are just successfully getting these back-to-back shots. 3-1 looking great right now for Crane Gang. James and Mozzie trying to keep this pressure up right now. Forfeit just moving down the arena. Sweet Tooth just barely missing it as Banana Man goes for a beautiful clear.
Matthew able to pick that up. Whips on the first one, but gets it to Mozzie. Mozzie had to get rid of it in a hurry, and that ball is going to pop 3. Baz comes down and gets a good poke at it. He's going to look 2. Grab that sack. He can't. Mozzie has it, turns it, fires it across, hits James. James fires it down. It's going to go deep into the zone. Matthew going to look the pressure. Oh, it takes an unfortunate bounce. They're going to have to race for it. We got Sweet Tooth coming in from the ground. Sweet Tooth waving it around, puts it in off the dig ring. Matthew comes in and giants it in. Vicious. Only down 1 goal again.
Here we go. They're so close to really winning this one out, or even at least forcing that equalizer. 2-3 right now for Vicious, looking great. But I gotta say, Crane Gang again still on fire, and they took a huge lead. That might have been the one thing that's really saving them this round, as Vicious trying their best to claw themselves back.
AJ working that up from the ceiling, stops now, fires it to the back wall over to Slips on the shoulder. He comes in and he gets it by Mozzie. Quick return. Crane Gang goes up 4-2.
Here we go. Already seeing response there. Matthew sending that in deep, getting that self pass, I think, to themselves, getting all the way across the arena. Is Banana Man going to be able to intercept this one? They do. They get a beautiful slap out there for the time being as Mozzie coming in, trying to keep that pressure up right now for Vicious.
AJ gets a hand on it and thwarts that effort. Now they're going to hustle back. We're running out of time. Down 2 goals. It looks like this round is going to go to Crane Gang. Matthew, though, keeping that work up. He gets it through. He hits Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth now on the run, looking for some momentum for the next round. Tosses it up, looking for James. James from the ceiling lets it go to Mozzie. Mozzie throws it down to Matthew. It's down to the ground. It's bouncing back up. We're going to have a race for it. It looks like Slip has the most speed. Slip comes up, and he's going to pop that ahead. And yes, sir, that round goes to Crane Gang by a score of 4-2.
I mean, 2 for Crane Gang, 2 for Vicious. I think that round really came down to the fact that Crane Gang secured such a big lead so early on in the round, because we saw Vicious, they were picking up that momentum, but just not enough, though, to really force the points back into their favor.
These homies, they came to play just when you thought that you weren't going to see 7 rounds. Here we are, already in the 5th round. It's going to be 2 more rounds for sure, because they're both tied at 2. First 1 to 4 round wins is going to take the crown champion and come away with the prizes. I forget what the prizes is. I know there's a badge, and I think there's like some of those hyper cubes or something like that. Not totally sure, but I'm pretty sure these players are playing more to have the title so they can say that they were the inaugural Z-Drift champions.
Yeah, I think this is as early as it gets, you know, for a tournament of something that just released, right? I think it was, what, the first week or 2 of Z-Diff being out, so it's kind of insane that there's already a tournament out. But again, we're already seeing some great skills coming out. I'm excited to see where it goes after this, right? People are only going to get better. They're only going to develop better mechanics for this sort of game. And obviously, as the game itself is also being updated. So it'll be fun to see, again, where it evolves, where it continues going.
Sir, but here we go. That ball is headed back. There it is. It's in the middle. We got round number 5 coming our way. Vicious Crane Gang tied at 2. Here we go. I'll let you take it away, Marquis.
As we come now into round 5, ball already live, really high this time around. Slip already getting their hand behind that one. He's sending it deep in to the side of Vicious right now. Is Mozzie here behind the ball, goes in for their own clear. No, did they drop the ball? What happened there? As they are able to still manage to get that clear out.
All right, I kind of missed it too on my cams. They're not the smoothest, but we're making it work. Sweet Tooth comes off on the ground. He comes up back up. He's going to flip that. James now has it. They're trying to work it in, and they're going to separate. Now fires it up. Finds Matthew. Great pass from James. Matthew shoots, and there's KJ coming back to snag that out of the air. He's going to flip that up, and he's going to look to stack it. They go down low to Baz. Baz now fires that up, and it's going to bounce off the ceiling. Matthew gets it, and he just flips it on right back. And it's looking for Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth couldn't get it off the bounce. Slips there to pick it up, but gets tackled out by Sweet Tooth. Matthew has it coming in. He fires it up to Mozzie. Mozzie from the backboard puts it in.
What a
Vicious
play.
goes up 1-0.
They'll be happy about that one for sure, because I'm sure they weren't happy about what Crane Gang did to them last round. Again, having such a strong lead against them early on. KJ able to get around several defenders there already now into the Vicious defending half at this point. KJ trying to figure out where they want to take this as they have possession for the time being. Sends it across, goes for the bounce pass to their teammate, but can't quite get past those defenders.
It's going to be on the ground there. Matthew is going to look to clear that out. Oh, he finds Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth advancing it up that ramp. We got Banana Man playing back, holding down that back line. Sweet Tooth's going to flip that ahead over to Mozzie. Mozzie flips that back over to Sweet Tooth, and Sweet Tooth is going to have to retreat and go pick it up.
Blue Tooth able to get their hand behind that one. Try to send it for the deep clear, and it does go there, but Banana Man going to be there for the follow-up right now as they figure out where they want to keep this ball going. And KJ able to follow that one up with another great pass over to Slip now. And again, beautiful succession of passes, one after another. Slip coming in so slowly. Baz couldn't quite get their hand behind it, though. A beautiful read by James.
James gets a good pinch out from goal there. He fires it, but Banana Man's there. James comes in with some speed. James, one-on-one with nothing but the goal. James is going to put it in. 2-0. Vicious leads here in the 5th round.
I mean, talk about unfortunate bounce there, Juice. I'm pretty sure they were trying to clear that, and it cleared right into the attacker that was speeding right at you. You can't do much about that.
And we're on board here. The Stack's doing a good job of not grabbing that ball, but just leaving it ahead. Keeping that speed. Slip has it now. He's going to fire that across. Looking for Baz. It's a little bit in front. It's going to bounce off that wall and come all the way back. Oh, there's Slip. He comes. It was a south pass the whole time. Throws it down to KJ. KJ now working that back down. But coming in from that back wall. It's Slip. Crane Gang cuts that lead to just 1.
Love seeing the competitiveness here as they're trying their best to really keep themselves in the fight. They don't want the same problem that they had last round, where Vicious couldn't really quite catch up, because of that lead difference. But that's not going to be happening quite here. Sweet Tooth coming in with a lot of speed, able to somehow get all around the people. Banana Man couldn't coldly defend that either. 3-1. Talk about things gone right.
Man, Sweet Tooth, I'm telling you, just like hanging out in the park. Just lobbing it at those goals, getting those easy goals, making it look easy, but brother, it ain't that easy. Now James, he has that ball, he fires it through. Banana Man's there to pick it up. He's gonna go up top and throw it through that boost area. Matty Hughes gonna fire it. They get a re-grab here, and through that boost, they have quite a bit of speed. Sweet Tooth has it again. Sweet Tooth gonna take another shot, and that one's gonna go wide and bounce off the back wall. KJ's just gonna clear that out.
So close. They'll definitely be kicking themselves about that later, but it's fine as we go into this now on the defending side for Vicious. 3-1. 40 seconds on the clock. It's looking rough right now for Crane Gang. I'm not quite sure if they're going to be able to come back from this one, but they still do have a couple more rounds in the pocket. But this looks like it might be going away with Vicious, giving them at least a solid lead, 3-2 for Crane Gang as we go into these upcoming rounds.
And that ball pops free, but it goes to Slip. Slip now doing a good job here for Crane Gang. And last week and this week. Now it goes over. Oh, pass attempt for Baz, and that ball gets poked out. Now over to Banana Man. Banana Man on that peak, loses it. Sweet Tooth steals it and just going to fire it down. They're going to have to hustle back, but I think that's going to do it for this round. Vicious is going to take a 3-2 lead going into the 6th round.
They'll be happy about that one there. Juice, again, this is best of 7, so at this point, Vicious is only going to need one more to be really happy about this and win out the series and win out the championship in general. But hey, Crane Gang still does have a couple more chances, right? They could also win the next 2 rounds and win themselves. So definitely still neck and neck.
Yes, sir. But if things keep to be going the way they are, I'm kind of expecting Crane Gang to take this next round. Or maybe Vicious is like, you know what? 6 rounds is enough. We don't even need 7 rounds. I'm hoping for 7 rounds, but anyways, we'll see what happens. That ball, we still got about 40 seconds. You're in the chat. What did T-Led? Oh yeah, okay. So 2nd and 3rd also get the comp badges, so that's pretty cool. Having to have that special unique badge sitting on your robot, especially ones that are hard to come by. You know, you guys are all gamers. Win or lose, man. You guys came into play, and we appreciate y'all. And appreciate all your skills.
Yeah, as we come now into this final 2 rounds here, you're right. Vicious looking great. I think you're right earlier. We've seen this kind of cadence of Vicious getting around, Crane Gang getting themselves a round. So they've been great at going for this back and forth kind of repartee between these 2 teams. I'm hoping we see one last one here from Crane Gang, but I wouldn't be shocked, honestly. Vicious has been doing better overall, so I wouldn't be shocked if they decided to finish it out here with a 4-2 win in this series.
That ball's in the middle. We're getting ready. Round number 6. Vicious Crane Gang trick-or-treat tournament. And I remembered to start the clock, so we're off and rolling. And that ball's going to be up top. It's up there, up for grabs. It bounces down. James has it. He flicks it over to Matthew. Matthew doing some cool wall moves there. Fires that over to Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth just fires that up off the ceiling. Creative bounce. Pass over to Matthew. Matthew now on the carpet. Putting on some moves. Now flips that over. Finds James. Good carpet play here coming in from Vicious. Trying to get that all-important first goal. Matthew has it. Tries to hit the camera. Finds Mozzie. Mozzie flips it over to Matthew. Matthew going to flip that back up. There's Mozzie. He fires that back over to Matthew. Matthew getting pressured by Banana Man. And Banana Man getting that ball to pop out.
Again, they're really trying to fight that one out with those tackles back and forth. Now coming down to just all-out speed at this point. Baz able to get their hand behind the ball, sends it deep in. I don't know if Banana Man or Slip's can be there for the follow-up. They are. Slip takes the final shot there, and talk about getting around that defense.
All right, Crane Gang getting that first goal. Good work. Slip coming up with that bounce. I'm pretty sure if he left it, it probably would have bounced in anyways, because Baz knows those angles. Now we got Sweet Tooth bringing that ball up, has a ton of speed. Working that from down low. He's gonna, and he does that design. Take out the goalie at the right time. Vicious quickly ties it up at 1.
Gotta love that teamwork. I think it was 2 goalie tacklers, which, I mean, as a goalie, what do you do against that, right? It's just hard to defend against that much pressure coming your way. KJ already responding right now, coming in deep, trying to go for the deep passes there. Sends it over to the way of Slip as Slip trying to find where Baz is. Doesn't quite connect, though. It's an unfortunate bounce there off the geometry.
And Sweet Tooth is gonna look to clear that. Gets it over to Matthew. Matthew now sends it deep. They're gonna look to get a stack together. They get a stack. It bounces back. And now Baz just wants it to the wall. Matthew can't get it. Baz throws it over, finds Slip. Slip now fires it down to the ground. Great bounce pass to KJ. KJ didn't see Matty U, and Matthew is going to scamper away. He's coming up, and now he fires it, sends it up, looking for Mozzie. He hits Mozzie. Mozzie going to spring it ahead. Sweet Tooth had it for a second, but it goes over to Slip. Slip now trying to slow down. Oh, Sweet Tooth picks his pocket. Sweet Tooth looking around for a pass option. Now going to fire that up. And they're playing a little give and go. Here comes James from the ceiling. He fires it down to Matthew. Matthew swings and a miss. It's going to go wide, but it's back on the backboard. Sweet Tooth put it on the moves. Fires it over to Matthew. Matthew comes in. No, stopped and grabbed by Baz. Unbelievable defense there coming in from the Crane Gang.
I think that's the best defensive, couple like minute there that I've seen thus far. Slip coming in with a lot of speed. Amazi with the follow up there, able to get that interception off. I don't think they were quite ready for that one, but they're still gonna be defending it on their half right now, as we're gonna be seeing this pressure coming in from Crane Gang.
Whoa! Slip comes in with some speed, and from a zero angle, I think he bounced that almost off Mozzie's face. Crane Gang gonna go up 2-0 or 2-1.
Yeah, they were not expecting that one. Sweet Tooth trying to keep that pressure up, not able to keep it too well, but that possession still working out right now for Vicious, as they are going to be down 1 point right now, but there's still a little bit of time on the clock, minute and a half. This is really the time to lock in and really keep this pressure up as much as they possibly can, because they don't want to go to round 7. They want to win it all here.
And Baz missed that shot. Mozzie tried to get it out, but it went to Slip. Now that ball, where is it? It's going up top. It's up on that shelf and bouncing on back. Banana Man's going to pick that up. He now going to fire it ahead. It slips. Slip bringing it up. He's going to fire it towards the goal. That ball, it's a little bit high and wide. Good shot attempt there. Almost had it. Sweet Tooth just going to flick that ball ahead. And Slip's there to recover. Slip now looking around, waiting, fires it over to KJ. KJ looking to the sky. He fires that down. And it goes up top. KJ comes in and fires it over to Baz. Baz shoots, and I don't even know how that made it in. Oh, it went off Sweet Tooth. But Crane Gang gonna go up 3-1.
3-1, and indeed, I think this is definitely be it for this round. At this point, I think we're really going to see consolation goals coming out from Vicious. But hey, as we talked about earlier, this is what we expected, back and forth until the very end. But as we come into the next round, round 7 is gonna be looking crazy, but we'll see how they do finish out this current one.
Sweet Tooth just gonna lob that ahead. Looks like this round is gonna go to Crane Gang. We're gonna head to a 7-round all or nothing. Mozzie's there looking for one more, but no, that's gonna do it. That round goes to Crane Gang, and here we are, Martini. After 6 rounds, we're tied 3 rounds apiece.
I know. I mean, we are going a distance here for sure, Juice. But as we've seen, both of these teams have been going back and forth, and of course, it is going to go to a final 7th round. But here's a problem, Juice. They can't go back and forth anymore. This is it. This is all they have. This is the final round. And I think what I've been seeing from both of these teams is basically whoever can secure that first, I think, goal tends to win out that round. So I'm gonna keep my eye on whoever scores first in round 7.
I was noticing that too. I think the first round wasn't. I think Crane Gang scored that first round, but Vicious ended up taking it. But other than that, I think it's been first round. We'll have to go back and check later. So it just shows that all important first goal, get it done. But for all you people out there that say this is scripted, man, I couldn't even write a script this good. These are just players leaving it all in the arena. And that's what it's all about.
Yeah, I mean, no one can do it better than the players themselves, and of course, they wanted to go to 7 rounds. But as we get later and later in these rounds, the one thing I always bring up is just that player fatigue. This is what we start noticing. You know, they've been playing for such a long time at such a high level. How much energy do they still have in their gas tank?
These are seasoned pros. They come from a long line. And I'm sure even after this, they're probably going to go play Scrap Run or something like that, just for fun. I ain't worried about the stamina of these players. But here we go. Round number 7. I hope you all are ready. I hope you have some popcorn left, because we're fired up. Round 7. Crane Gang Vicious. And we're off. That ball is up in that shelf area. It's going to go throw it down low. Bounces off the underneath of the trench, and KJ has it. He's going to flip that back now. Who has it? Sweet Tooth fires it up. James is trying to track it down. There we got, and let's try to get these cans situated. There we go. Sweet Tooth loses that too. KJ. Baz comes in and just slaps at it. Gets that slap pass to Slip. Slip gonna bounce that back to Baz. It's gonna bounce up and come back down. Up on that Orion onion ring, we got KJ with some speed. KJ's coming in on Mozzie. 1-on-1. KJ putting on the moves, misses. Oh, but he tries to backflip and it doesn't go. Unbelievable. Both of them will not go. Unlucky.
I mean, talk about unfortunate. I'm not sure if just the pressure came to them or what, but they just overthought that shot, and that is going to be something they're going to be regretting a little bit later. Because as we talked about earlier, generally we've noticed between these two teams, whoever scores first tends to be the one that wins out. And I, for a second, thought maybe it was going to be Crane Gang's win. As Sweet Tooth comes in and locks that 1 point on the board already for Vicious. We'll see if our theory is correct if Vicious wins out this one. But Crane Gang so close to having their first goal first.
Yeah, Sweet Tooth getting another one of those. Just a simple flick of the wrist. Now we got KJ and Banana Man. Bring that ball up and have some speed here. Good work, KJ. Bringing that down, gets by, has Slip ahead. He's going to turn and look back. Slip now, running distraction. KJ's there. KJ will just fly it in. Coast to coast, Crane Gang doing what they need to do. Tying it up at 1.
Definitely will be happy about that one. Juice, that finally worked out for them in the end, as we're already seeing a lot of speed come out here from the Vicious players. Mozzie taking that deep pass over to Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth looking for another follow-up. It goes for that crossover to James. And I believe James can be able to get that right in their hand. And I mean, again, beautiful, beautiful pass successions here.
And yes, I apologize. I forgot to start that clock again. Mozzie has that on the carpet. We'll look at it. We got 2 minutes 45. He fires it up to James. James has Sweet Tooth on the backboard. Banana Man's lurking there. Has Matthew on the goal. Hanging out there looking for that dunk attempt. James loses it, gets it back over to Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth loses it to Slip, and Banana Man clears that out, and it's going to bounce all the way back to the middle. Mozzie's there, but he misses that. He's going to have to recover. Oh. Weird, I'm not sure what happened. It was in his hand and then bounced out. KJ coming back the other way. KJ going to take advantage of this tricky situation, and KJ puts it in.
Oh.
Crane Gang goes up 2-1.
That is going to be unfortunate, Juice. I'm pretty sure they thought they had possession there and it might have just lagged out of their hand. And obviously, when that happens, KJ able to pick that one up. So that's going to be hard to watch, but unfortunately, that does happen with the territory of playing in a very early access game.
And Matthew now up on that ceiling looking for a pass. Finds his team down a goal, fires it down low, finds James. James over to Sweet Tooth, and Sweet Tooth from the basement ties it up at 2. Blink and you miss it. Vicious. Sheesh.
Definitely undeterred by what just happened last round. I mean, I'm happy to see that they are just forcing this one out. KJ coming in with a lot of speed. No, it hits the wall. They might have just lost possession for the time being, as Banana Man has to come in for their own recovery. Baz on the receiving end of that long pass, and of course, Slip with another follow-up themselves, almost being intercepted by Sweet Tooth.
Baz flipping it back over to Slip, a little give and go, give and go. Now they include KJ. KJ Timpa coming in. He fires it over, but Matthew gets his hands, and he's going to send that deep. They're going to get a stack together. Here comes Matthew and James trying to pressure Banana Man. Oh, Matthew gets that ball pop free. Matthew's off and running. He's going to flip that ball down. Now they're going to have to look for their back stack to maybe get there, because I think him and James got separated. Nope, they're back together. Matthew coming in from that shoulder, putting on the moves, holds it, throws it in. Vicious up 3-2.
I mean, talk about fancy footwork there. Talk about fancy moving your arms around. I thought someone would have tackled him out of position there, but it didn't quite happen.
And working that ball up is KJ. He gets stopped there. No, he doesn't. He gets it back, and now he's going to fire it over to Slip. Slip up on title, and he just misses that grab. It's going to bounce up, and it's going to be loose. Maybe Slip can get to it. No, Matthew gets to it, and he's going to heave it down. Looking to kill some of that clock. We're almost out of time. It looks like it could go to Crane Gang, or sorry, to Vicious. We got 3 seconds. We got 2 seconds. Congratulations goes to Vicious, your inaugural Trick or Treat Orion Drift competitive tournament champions.
Yeah, gotta love it, Juice. I mean, we saw Vicious put on a great game today, and of course, going to round 7, and nonetheless, you can't get any better than that.
No, sir. No, sir. Well, it's been a treat. All the players, whether you played this weekend or today or whether you played last Sunday, thank all you guys for taking time out of your busy schedules and showing the world what Z-Drift is capable of. Big shout out to Baz and his crazy banks there on the stream. Looking sharp, homie. Always a pleasure. We got some more players over here. Let's see. There's Mozzie. There's one and only James. Huge fan. Keep up the good work. Banana Man, thanks for subbing in. Covering for Swag. He's been busy. There's Sweet Tooth. There's Mozzie. Looking sharp. Yes, sir. There's friends. Okay, Martini. Well, that's going to do it. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. I appreciate all of you guys. Stay tuned in the Orion Drift competitive server for future tournaments. I know T. Ludd had so much fun doing this one. Can't wait to do the next one. We'll see what happens. But on behalf of everyone, congratulations goes to Vicious, your tournament champions. Until next time, keep grinding and 6-7.